Welcome to Lexus of Madison. My name is Sam Lancaster, Lexus Vehicle Delivery Specialist. I'm sitting behind a 2015 LS460. I had a customer call me today and ask me, what are the different drive modes and how do they work? Currently, we don't have any drive modes selected. And how I know that is underneath the P, it is a blank space. If I go down and I turn the mode selector to Eco mode, you're going to see that Eco mode is now present underneath the park indicator light. Eco mode is designed to capture the very best gas mileage in city driving situations. It's going to allow the driver to have a more conservative takeoff between stoplights. You're going to also see that you have a blue light on either side of the tachometer as well as the speedometer. And that's letting you know that the Eco mode is on. When I press straight down on the button, it is now considered to be normal mode and there is no longer a mode selected underneath the park. When I turn it to sport mode, which is turning towards the passenger seat, you'll notice that it says sport. And in this particular vehicle, it is a LS460 F Sport in the ultra white. It is a new line that they've brought out, the Crafted series. But I wanted to do the demonstration. So on a non-Lexus F Sport, this mode would happen to be sport mode. You'll notice that above the speedometer and tachometer, there are red hues. And those red lights indicate that you're going to have a faster acceleration and much more pickup. And that's a really good thing to have, especially if you're in a touring mode and you're out on country roads, or maybe it's inner city lane changing where you need to get a little bit more throttle response. Now, my customer said, I don't understand why I have the word Eco mode or Eco underneath the cruising range. Eco mode or Eco off, this happens to be a guide for your eye. And what happens is when the gear that the engine feels the best gear ratio to give you the very best gas mileage, a little light will turn on in green on your dash and say Eco, and you have achieved that Eco rating of being the very best and most fuel efficient mode for the vehicle. By choosing the DISP button, it is actually going to change the different settings that you're going to see in this particular field. Now I have current MPG. After refueling as 1 mile per gallon. After refueling, elapsed time, average speed, tire pressure monitor, hold for additional settings, nothing other than a black screen, and back to the Eco mode and cruising range. And really why they developed that system is so that you can use this Eco guide in any of the modes to try to get the very best gas mileage. So if I put this car in drive and I'm in sport, you're going to notice that when I'm driving the vehicle, Eco mode is off. And that would make sense because we're in a sport mode. Now if I go to Eco by turning this knob down here, it turns on that little Eco meter to try to get you the very best gas mileage. And I'm going to try to show you this while driving. you're going to see that you have a little inchworm or a little indicator that goes from the left and to the right. And the nice thing about that is you're going to see this system work very effectively. I'm going to put the seatbelt on, and I'm going to try to show you what I'm talking about. So as I'm driving in eco mode, you're going to see that the line is filling up the eco meter. And that's going to give your eye, as well as your foot response to the gas pedal, the proper amount of pressure to get eco mode to turn on. And it is 100% correct when you take it into a different mode, like sport mode. Eco mode turns off on that particular guide because it's no longer needed. You've selected to take it out of the eco mode. So eco mode and that eco chart up here, this little graph, works hand in hand together. I hope this helps. And if you have any other questions, you can make an appointment by email and come on in to Lexus of Madison.